sworn in. Alhassan Ado Dogoa, who was among those sworn in, re-emerged as House leader. To other matters now, ministries, departments and agencies of the federal government have no reason to commit themselves or the government into agreements without necessary legal guidance. This is because the federal government has a full complement of legal institutions that can guide the agencies. Director General of the Nigerian Institute of Advanced Legal Studies stated this in Abuja at an interactive session with Femi Okeowo.
All government ministries, departments and agencies in Nigeria have their in-house legal units. But of recent, issues have arisen that have embarrassed government and given the impression that government was not aware of contracts, treaties and agreements that were being signed on its behalf. It is in this light that the Director General of the Nigerian Institute of Advanced Legal Studies, Professor Taufik Ladan, said that in addition to their in-house legal departments, the Federal Ministry of Justice and all other legal institutions set up by government should be fully utilized in advising and guiding agencies of government. He said this is why the Nigerian Institute of Advanced Legal Studies is repositioning to, in addition to its mandate of training, offer advice and guidance to other organizations.
When the law says you are also the apex, legal research institute, it also means that we can conduct research on our own, we can review any existing law and policy, we can send our recommendations to any arm of government, to any level of government, to any ministry, department, agency, even unsolicited. Our job is to engage the relevant stakeholders for them to know what is the current state of the law.
The interaction is to help the institute chart a way forward for its future assignments. In Abuja, Femi Okeowo, NTA News.
Still on legal matters, the Code of Conduct Tribunal sitting in Abuja has reserved ruling on an application to recuse itself from the trial of the former acting Registrar General of the Corporate Affairs Commission, Azuka Obiageli Azinge, to 3rd of March 2020. When the case came up for hearing, counsel to the defendant, Abiodun Uwonikoko SN, brought forward an application asking the tribunal to recuse itself from the trial because of the December 25, 2019 ex parte order suspending the defendant from office and ordering her replacement even before the trial commenced. After listening to the counter application from the counsel to the complainant, Musa Ibrahim, who argued that the defendant counsel can only appeal the order instead of asking the tribunal to recuse itself, the chairman of the tribunal, Danladi Umar, reserved ruling on the application.
Whether it is for the purpose of the proceedings here, prosecution can just go and get orders that are far-reaching behind the back of the other side, bearing in mind that the law applicable here is also the law applicable in other criminal cases. So I think these are interesting. I'm happy that the tribunal actually reserve its ruling so that they have enough time to consider submission from all sides.
I have asked the tribunal to recuse itself on grounds of bias, and we have responded. As far as we are concerned, there is no bias. Where a court or tribunal has the powers to grant an order and it does grant the order, you can't say that court is biased. At best, if you are not in agreement with the orders of the court, whether it is given in error, the best you could do is an appeal against that order, not to say the tribunal should recuse itself.
Elvin Elnwaye reports that Azuka Obiageli Azinge is facing trial for alleged false assets declaration. You're watching the news on NTA International, reaching you live from Abuja. Let's take a breather now. We'll be right back.
That channel where you watch just now don't waka, no panic.
Can say me no panic.
You go do it by yourself like ABC. Oh yeah, press the menu button on top your remote. Scroll up and down till you see Information Central. Then press OK.
Press OK.
Check the signal strength and quality. If the signal strength and quality pass 70, make you press the exit button, go back. Go advanced options, then choose installation, then go to reset and press OK.
Press OK. Wow, now you sef fit catch all those channels wey be one miss road by yourself. Yes, make your group for no loss. You see as I do am, abi? And I see as I do am.
Go TV. Live it. Love it.
And I see as we do am.
Thanks for staying with us. Apprehension of traders at the popular Balogun International Market in Lagos Island has heightened as firefighters and other emergency respondents struggled to curtail the ongoing fire outbreak in the market. Uzezi Aruri reports that 2 of the 7 structures ravaged by the fire have collapsed.
According to eyewitness accounts, the fire started when one of the traders was refilling the generator that was already on in one of the story buildings. He was caught in the fire, and in less than 3 hours, the fire had spread to other 6 structures.
Instead of them providing a generator, they prefer to manage the small generator. As of yesterday, the thing sparked. They have to call an electrician to fix it. And this morning again, they decided to on it again, and that is the cause of what we are seeing so. It's really unfortunate that something of 100,000 would have solved has caused millions and billions of nairas losses. But this is my own shop. It just got burned. Everything got burnt.
Just as the emergency responders, including the men of the Federal and Lagos State Fire Service and the State Emergency Management Agency and other key players struggled to curtail the spread, 2 of the buildings caved in.
Many times the firefighters have come here. This is the 3rd time they are coming here. And this kind of market, the kind of commodity, billions of nairas is what people lost here. This is about 2.
As traders become helpless in the face of the ravaging fire, they started throwing down their wares through the windows to salvage what they could, a situation that made it possible for hoodlums to make away with many items. One of the traders fainted at this point. Fire outbreak in Lagos markets have become a regular occurrence. 4 days ago, goods worth billions of naira were lost to fire at the Amuplank market in Mushi area of the metropolis. In Lagos, Uzezi Arure, NTA News.
Really a sad day for the traders. Away from the inferno, ongoing efforts at creating sustainable jobs in Nigeria, spearheaded by the National Directorate of Employment, are set to be viable measures to bridge employment gaps in the country. On NTA Fineface reports that this is the opinion of the national women leader of the All Progressives Congress, APC.
Millions of Nigerians out of poverty, as envisioned by President Muhammadu Buhari, National Directorate of Employment is undertaking training for 60 Nigerians in all the local government areas of the country, 30 of which are women who are also to benefit from soft loans to commence their own businesses. Additional 5,000 Nigerians are receiving loans from the 36 states and the FCT under various programs of the NTA. For the APC women leader and her compatriots, committing funds to these programs shows seriousness on the part of federal government to alleviate poverty in Nigeria.
We assure you that as you're reaching out through us to Nigerian women, we will do justice to everything that we need to do in terms of following up to say that these women are doing exactly what is expected of them.
We all believe we are Nigerians, and that's the reason why in all our programs we try to be as fair as possible, because we are all Nigerians. And the mandate given to us is to create jobs and provide employment.
National Directorate of Employment, NTA, has trained and supported about 1 million Nigerians in agriculture, graduate internship and coaching, as well as micro-enterprise enhancement scheme from 2017 till date. In Abuja, on NTA Fineface, NTA News.
And for stories around the world, let's join Uche Ogochukwu.
You're welcome. The United Kingdom leaves the European Union, casting off into an uncertain Brexit future that also challenges Europe's post-World War II project of forging unity from the ruins of conflict. After the twists and turns of the Brexit crisis, Prime Minister Boris Johnson has given little clue to what the future holds, promising only to restore confidence for people and businesses. And the Republicans at United States Senate are wrestling with a dilemma over whether to call witnesses in Donald Trump's trial in a closed-door tussle that risks antagonizing the president and fueling Democrats' claims of a cover-up. Revelations from former National Security Advisor John Bolton that could bolster evidence that Trump pressured Ukraine for electoral favors are justly hopes for a swift impeachment acquittal and may hike the political cost of such a vote. Most Republican senators are agitating for the chance to vote to clear Trump of impeachable offenses. Finally, more troubles as coronavirus infects more than 6,000 people in China and other countries. Hundreds of British citizens being flown back to the UK from Wuhan will on Thursday be quarantined for 2 weeks. Australia, Japan, United States and EU nations are also repatriating citizens. The virus has caused more than 130 deaths, spreading across China and to at least 16 other countries. The United Arab Emirates has, however, confirmed the initial cases of coronavirus in the Middle East. That's it from here. I am Uche Ugochukwu.
Thank you so much. Now to sports. NFF to finally leave Zone 7 Secretariat in Abuja for its new base, as Amanze Marcus brings us details on sports updates.
Following the 2 weeks deadline given the football ruling body in Nigeria to relocate to Sunday Dankaro House in Package B section of the Moshood Abiola National Stadium, Abuja, work is going on in earnest to meet the Sports Minister's directive. Director of Communications of Nigeria Football Federation Ademola Olajure said the February 6th deadline will be met. The spokesman revealed that NFF is working towards renewing the tenure of the boards of the Nigeria National League, Nigeria Women Football League and the Nationwide League.
I saw a report in social media, somebody writing that the boards have been dissolved. Nothing can be further from the truth.
Dominic Thiem will meet Alexander Zverev in his first Australian Open semi-finals after he stunned world number 1 Rafael Nadal 7-6, 7-6, 4-6, 7-6 in a 4-set thriller that lasted 4 hours 10 minutes. Novak Djokovic and Roger Federer filed out in the first semi-final match on Thursday before Dominic Thiem and Alexander Zverev clash on Friday. Meanwhile, Minister of Youth and Sports Development Sunday Dare has charged staff of the ministry to put in their 100% to ensure the growth of the ministry and the sports sector in the country. He was speaking on Tuesday at the retirement party of Hawakulu Akinyemi after serving in the ministry for 35 years.
I want to also say that because she has served so well, the ministry will not hesitate to reach back to consult her and to involve her in some of the tournaments we have ahead.
I don't know anything more than any other person, and he chose me to impact life, to contribute my quota to sports development in Nigeria.
Until her retirement, Hawakulu Akinyemi was the Director of Planning, Evaluation and Monitoring in the Federal Ministry of Youth and Sports Development. With Sports Update, Amanze Marcus, NTA News.
Next is a quick look at the weather outlook for Thursday. In the weather outlook ends the news at this hour on NTA International. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Elizabeth Omori.